The Ark of the Covenant stands as one of history's most profound and enduring enigmas. Its story begins amidst the thunder and awe of Mount Sinai. There, Moses received a divine commandment to construct a most sacred object. The artisan Bezalel was tasked with its creation, a man blessed with divine skill. He was to build a chest of acacia wood, a material both strong and symbolic. This chest was to be overlaid with the purest gold, inside and out. Its dimensions were precise, roughly 4 feet long and 2.5 feet in width and height. Upon this chest rested a golden lid, known as the mercy seat. 2 golden cherubim adorned this lid, their wings outstretched. They faced each other, guardians of the sacred space between them. It was from this very spot that God was said to communicate with Moses. The ark was deemed the most holy object for the wandering Israelites. Within its golden confines, it housed the stone tablets of the 10 Commandments. Some traditions also suggest it held Aaron's rod, a symbol of priestly authority. A pot of manna, the miraculous food from the desert, was also believed to be inside. The ark was a portable sanctuary, a divine presence on the move. It was carried by Levite priests, using long poles inserted through rings on its sides. This method ensured that no human hand would directly touch its sacred surface. The ark was also a formidable instrument in battle. It famously preceded the Israelites in their conquest of Canaan. The waters of the Jordan River were said to have parted before it. For years, the ark was moved from place to place, a focal point of worship. Eventually, King David, a man after God's own heart, brought the ark to Jerusalem. This act solidified Jerusalem as the spiritual center of the Israelite kingdom. His son, the wise King Solomon, would give the ark its final, permanent home. He constructed the magnificent First Temple, a wonder of the ancient world. The ark was enshrined in the Holy of Holies, the temple's innermost sanctum. Here, behind a thick veil, it remained as the focal point of Israelite worship. For centuries, it rested in solemn splendor, a symbol of God's covenant. The last historical mention of the ark in the biblical narrative is surprisingly mundane. It appears during the reign of King Josiah of Judah in the 7th century BCE. He ordered the Levites to return the ark to its rightful place in the temple. This command implies it had been moved, for reasons lost to history. Then, in the year 586 BCE, disaster struck Jerusalem. The formidable Babylonian king, Nebuchadnezzar II, conquered the city. His armies sacked the holy city and destroyed the magnificent First Temple. The ark's fate from this point on becomes a complete and utter mystery. It vanishes from the historical record without a single trace. The list of treasures taken to Babylon is detailed, yet the ark is conspicuously absent. This omission has fueled centuries of speculation and countless theories. One prominent theory suggests the ark never left Jerusalem at all. It is believed to have been hidden by priests in a secret chamber. This hiding place was located deep beneath the Temple Mount itself. Some Jewish traditions hold that King Solomon himself designed these tunnels. He had the foresight to create a fail-safe for the kingdom's most sacred treasure. However, modern political tensions have made extensive excavations impossible. The Temple Mount remains a place of immense religious significance and sensitivity. Another compelling theory involves the prophet Jeremiah. The Deuterocanonical second book of Maccabees tells his story. It claims Jeremiah was warned by God of the impending Babylonian invasion. He took the ark and other sacred items from the temple. He then traveled to Mount Nebo, a place of great historical significance, It was from this mountain that Moses had once viewed the promised land. Jeremiah is said to have hidden the ark within a cave on the mountain. The text states the location will remain unknown until a future time of gathering. Perhaps the most famous and controversial theory takes us to Africa. The Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church makes a remarkable claim. They assert that they are the current guardians of the Ark of the Covenant. Their national epic, the Kebra Nagast, details this incredible story. It tells of Menelik, the son of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. According to the epic, Menelik brought the true ark from Jerusalem to Ethiopia. A replica was supposedly left behind in the temple in its place. The church states the ark is kept in the Church of Our Lady Mary of Zion in Axum. It is guarded by a single, dedicated monk. This guardian is the only person on earth allowed to see the sacred object. He is chosen for this holy task for life. However, this extraordinary claim has never been independently verified. No outsider has ever been allowed to view the artifact in Axum. A more mundane, and perhaps more likely, theory exists. Some historians believe the ark was simply destroyed. It may have been lost in the chaos of the siege of Jerusalem. Alternatively, it could have been taken to Babylon after all. There, it might have been dismantled for its precious gold. Its sacredness would have meant nothing to its conquerors. Other, less mainstream theories abound across the globe. The Lemba people of southern Africa claim a connection to the ark. They possess a replica, an ancient drum-like object called the Ngoma Lungundu. They believe this object is a copy of the original ark. Some have suggested the ark was taken to Rome after the destruction of the Second Temple. From there, theories trace it to various locations across Europe. One particularly imaginative theory lands the ark in Ireland. It connects the ark to the Hill of Tara, the ancient seat of Irish kings. Countless individuals have claimed to have discovered the ark over the years. Ron Wyatt, a controversial amateur archaeologist, made such a claim. He asserted he found it in a cave system beneath the Calvary escarpment. However, his claims have never been substantiated with credible evidence. The true fate of the Ark of the Covenant remains one of the world's greatest unsolved mysteries. Was it hidden, destroyed, or transported to a distant land? Each theory presents its own compelling, yet unproven, narrative. The search for the Ark is a search for a tangible connection to a divine past. For many, it continues to be a powerful symbol of faith, regardless of its location. It represents a promise, covenant between the divine and humanity. The mystery itself has become a source of inspiration and wonder. It fuels archaeological quests and scholarly debates. It has been the subject of books, films, and endless fascination. Perhaps the Ark was never meant to be found in a physical sense. Its true power may lie in its enduring story. A story of divine presence, of loss, and of enduring hope. The Ark of the Covenant remains lost to time, but its legend is eternal. Its construction was a monumental task of faith and artistry. The gold used was said to be willingly donated by the Israelites. The cherubim on the mercy seat were hammered from a single piece of gold. The Ark's presence was a constant reminder of the laws it contained. Its journey through the wilderness was fraught with peril and miracles. The Philistines once captured the Ark in battle, to their great regret. Plagues and misfortune befell every city where they took it. They eventually returned it to Israel, eager to be rid of its fearsome power. King Saul, David's predecessor, largely ignored the Ark. David's dance before the Ark showed a different kind of kingship. His wife Michal despised him for it, failing to understand his devotion. The Holy of Holies was entered only once a year, by the high priest. This was on Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. The silence surrounding its disappearance in the texts is deafening. No prophet laments its loss specifically, which is itself a mystery. The Second Temple, built after the return from Babylon, did not contain the Ark. Its Holy of Holies was a vacant room, a space of memory and hope. The theory of it being hidden under the Temple Mount implies a future restoration, a belief that it will be revealed in a messianic age. The Ethiopian claim is deeply intertwined with their national identity. They consider themselves the New Zion, the chosen resting place for God's presence. The guardian monk's life is one of complete isolation and prayer. He becomes the living vessel for the Ark's secret. The possibility of its destruction is a sobering thought for believers. It suggests that the symbol was less important than the faith it represented. The Ngoma Langundu of the Lemba was studied by scholars. Its age and origin confirmed it as a very ancient and significant artifact. The Irish theory often connects to the prophet Jeremiah traveling with a princess. This princess, Tefi, is said to have married an Irish king. The Ark, their holy relic, was then buried with them at Tara. Modern archaeology has found no evidence for these claims at Tara. The mystery persists, a vacuum into which countless stories are drawn. It is a testament to the human need for connection with the divine. The Ark's story is a thread woven through millennia of human history. Its final chapter, it seems, has yet to be written.